Good morning, children. Today we are going to continue our next segment or next session for the lesson 6, life processes. Okay, in the last class we learned in a described way what is the life process, what are the life processes, what are the different life processes which are important for our life. Now we are going to take up step by step each life process in a detail, that too which are dealing with the plants simultaneously in animals also. Now today we are going to learn about the nutrition in plants first. Okay, so now nutrition. Last class what we learned, why nutrition is required? Yes? Yeah, to maintain all the life processes or the energy requirement for the body to maintain, repair, replace the damaged cells or the damaged cell organelles. So energy ultimately is required. So what is the definition for the nutrition? Yes, the process taking in food and utilization is called nutrition. So not only taking the food in, it has to be utilized to provide the energy. So that too combining with the respiration. Okay, so then what happens after taking in food? It has to go to give the energy, digest it along with the presence of in the presence of the oxygen, releasing the energy in the form of ATP. That happens later on. So first step, taking in food. Okay, then utilizing it. That is called the digestion. Then releasing the energy. So that all the processes come under the nutrition only. So what are the nutrition? What the food we are taking in for the nutrition? The components what we take in is called nutrition. So what are the components are called nutrients. Okay, taking in food and utilization is nutrition. Clear about it? Okay, what are the components we are taking? Different components are there. Example is carbohydrate, as you are saying here. Example of the nutrients, carbohydrates, that is fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, that is roughage and water, etc., etc. So these are all requirement of our body for maintaining it properly, giving a new cell arising, okay, repairing the damaged parts of our body, damaged cells of our body. So all the requirement that is energy requirement is fulfilled by the components which is called the nutrients. Taking in the nutrients is called the nutrition. I think it is clear? Yes. Now when we are going for the simple nutrition. Okay, where you see the simple nutrition? You see the simple nutrition in plants. They are very simple nutrition. You are saying they use inorganic components. That is carbon dioxide, water. Carbon dioxide is freely available in the atmosphere. Water from the soil. It is absorbed by the plant and it has to convert into the complex form that is called the carbohydrates. So how the simple plants like green plants and green bacteria which are having the chlorophyll go for the process which is called simple nutrition process. The simple food materials they take up that are called inorganic products or the substances, that is carbon dioxide, water in the presence of chlorophyll, that is the difference. Photosynthesis are the process which give them nutrition. Okay. Now some of the organisms which are going to the complex variety of the nutrition. What is the complex type? They take up the complex substances. They won't take up the simple or inorganic substances. They take up the organic or the complex substances which are broken down into a simpler form. How they are going to broken down? After taking in food, it has to be broken down, but it is not going to mix up with anything. In the digestive tract of that organism, it has to be get digested or broken up into simple particles, get it absorbed. That is done by the biocatalyst. Okay, what are they? They are biocatalysts, which are called as enzymes. Yes, what are the biocatalysts? They are the enzymes. What they are doing? They are breaking or they are making the complex substances, converting the complex substances into the simpler substances. Okay. Now going to the who are the organisms which are doing this complex variety of the nutrition? They are heterotrophs. Who are we? Are the heterotrophs because we are directly or indirectly dependent upon plants, or what we say not even plants, the autotrophs. carnivores, which are making their own food at a simpler level. Okay, now coming to the autotrophic nutrition. What they are doing, they are fulfilling this autotrophic nutrition with the help of a process called photosynthesis, which you are learning this photosynthesis from class 1, or we can say class 4. Class 4 to till 10, you are going on learning this photosynthesis. So this photosynthesis, little bit in the elaboration or learning along with the activities. Now inorganic material, what I say, as I said earlier, that the carbon dioxide, water taken up by the plant cells and they are converted into a complex substance called carbohydrates. This component releases the energy. Now this energy utilized by the plant for its growth and its maintenance and also given the new cells or new products like food, flowers, whatever the requirement for the plant growth, and it's enhancing its requirement, giving its filling up its requirements. Now whatever the carbohydrates prepared in extra amount, it is converted into starch. Okay, what is the starch? It is a reserve for the plants, which is stored in the plant tissue whenever it is required or not going for the photosynthesis. This starch is used up. Okay. Now what is the photosynthesis? What is the process that we are learning? As for the photosynthesis, the leaf is a place where the photosynthesis is taking place. So what we call in the lower classes, leaf is a kitchen for the plant where all the products, all the ingredients are joining in the leaf along with the chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, minerals, etc. are joining together as an ingredients, preparing the food called carbohydrate. What it is called the carbohydrate. Okay. Now coming to the formula for the photosynthesis, carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of chlorophyll, sunlight giving a molecule called glucose. We are talking about the carbohydrate. Till now, that is a single molecule is a glucose. When it combined forming the chain is called carbohydrate. Okay. So then it may be a starch, it may be a glucose. We can say starch is a reserve, glucose is a just form one, which is ready to release the energy. Along with the oxygen is released during the photosynthesis, as we are telling. Oxygen is requirement. Our requirement of the oxygen is fulfilled by the plants during the photosynthesis. They release. Okay, in formation of water. Yes. So this photosynthesis process is taking place in 3 events. This you might not be learned in your earlier classes. Okay. So what are the 3 events happening during the photosynthesis? This is simply explained at your level. When you go for the further classes, it is in the complex level. Okay. Now first step for the photosynthesis. What you are saying here? It is a absorption. What the plants are absorbing? We say photosynthesis is taking place during the light or during the day or in the presence of light. It doesn't happen during the night, isn't it? So what it is? The photosynthesis taking place in the presence of light. Indirectly, it should be absorption of light energy. So who are absorbing in the plant? We are telling leaf. Leaf is expanded. The leaf palm, or we can say the lamina of the leaves are expanded towards the sunlight. The chlorophyll which are present in the leaf are getting absorbed the sun rays. Okay. Now next step. So light absorption of the light energy by the chlorophyll which are present in the chloroplast. Okay. You know chloroplast what it is? It is a cell organelle. Okay, fine. Up to here you got it. First step is, or the first event is absorption. Now coming to the next event, or we can say the photosynthesis is a sequential steps or sequential event has to get to release the energy. Second event is, that is conversion. What is conversion here? First, the light energy is absorbed by the leaf or the chlorophyll. It has to convert into the chemical energy. Okay. Then the splitting of this energy is utilized for splitting of the water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. Now oxygen is released, isn't it? Now coming to the next step, that is the reduction. Reduction is taking place. What is going to be reduced here? As the plants are not taking any organic product, that has to be reduced. Plants are taking carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide going to reduce turn into the carbohydrates. Okay. Now what are the events you are seeing in this photosynthesis? The three events. First is absorption of light, then conversion of the light energy into chemical energy, then reduction of carbon dioxide into the carbohydrates. I think it is clear now. Till now what we have seen? That is first, what is the definition of the nutrition? What is the simple nutrition and complex nutrition? Then the nutrition in the plants. Okay. Now desert plants, the sequence is different. Why we call desert plant sequence is different? Any idea? Because desert plants are having a scarcity of water. It is not fully available with the water that has to be go for the splitting of water molecule during the day, isn't it? The process is different. It has to be steps are the events taking place in the terrestrial plant and the desert plant is varies. How? In the terrestrial plant the sequential steps are taking place one by one, but in the desert plants taking up the carbon dioxide during the night. Okay, but the remaining process, the photosynthesis remaining process is taking place during the day. The stomata open during the night to reduce the transpiration in the desert plant. Okay, but the uptaking of oxygen is taking place by the stomata in the night. Remaining process, the intermediate products will be formed and then it is continuation process will be taking place. The remaining process will take place during the daytime, that is absorption of light and all. Okay, now coming to our activity which are given in our textbook. Okay, so before going to this, what are the stomata open during the night, carbon dioxide taken up in the night and all. So these are all done with the help of the stomata. Why with the help of the stomata? Stomata are the epidermal pores through which only the exchange of gas is taking place. You learn this in your 9th class. Nice. Now going to the next activity, that is 6.1 activity. Yes. In 6.1 activity, activity 6.1. In this, we are going to show about chlorophyll is essential for the photosynthesis. How are you going to prove the chlorophyll is essential for the photosynthesis? Yes. For proving that, we have to see that one of the leaf which is having the patches of green and light and any other color. So we are taking here for this activity any croton leaf or any money plant leaf. Then this plant has to be, the potted plant has to be taken. Then it has to be kept for 3 days in a dark room. Okay. Then after keeping in 3 days for the dark in the dark room, then whatever the starch is prepared already, that is has to be used up by the plant for its survival. As I told earlier, starch is a reserve for the plants. Okay, energy provider. During the keeping it in a dark room for the 3 days, it is not going to do for the photosynthesis. It is not doing any photosynthesis. So food is not prepared. But whatever the prepared food, that is starch, whatever the prepared food, that is starch is present in the plant, that is used up totally. So no more starch is remaining in the leaves. Okay. Now this starch is used up by the plant till the 3 days completed. Now this potted plant has to be kept in the sunlight for 6 hours. Okay. After keeping in 6 hours, again what happened? Photosynthesis process takes place. The starch prepared. Now after preparation of the starch, you can imagine that after the photosynthesis happened for the 6 hours, one of the leaf you have to pluck. Then same, the patches will be green patches and light patches will be there. So draw this marking on a plain paper. Okay, mark it up. Then this leaf has to go for the boiling. Take a beaker, boil the water, keep this leaf in the boiling water. Now what happens? Next step, after the boiling in the water, this leaf has to keep in kept in the alcohol, which is kept again in a water bath. Let it boil till the alcohol has to boil. That much temperature has to maintain. After the boiling in alcohol, that leaf has to be taken out and keep in the petri dish. Then take for the iron test. Now you have learned in iron test in the 6th, 7th classes. What you learn? Iron test comes positive for the starch presence. Okay. Now, when you say starch is present, whatever the patches you are seeing pale color turns into blue black. That means blue black presentation gives the starch was there. That means photosynthesis happened in the presence of sunlight. Okay, so what we are proving here, that chlorophyll, which is wherever when you just match the patches. Okay, you are seeing these are the patches of the leaf, maybe a croton leaf of anything. Wherever the green color was there previously, you have seen the leaf, that will turn into the blue black color. That means green color only forming starch. That means this part is going for the photosynthesis. Okay, so what we are doing here, chlorophyll is essential for the photosynthesis. Okay, done. Now next, we have learned structure of the stomata. How the structure of the stomata? What are these? Okay. Okay, these are the guard cells. This is the stoma and these are the subsidiary cells. So this stomata, the size of the stoma, opening and closing differ, varies in the desert plant and in the terrestrial plant. So whenever when the guard cells are highly pressurized by the water or incoming of water and minerals is taking up in the guard cell, they swells. If they swells, the turgidity of these guard cells may open to the stoma. Okay. Again then, when they become flaccid or the movement of the water and minerals is out from the guard cells, they become flaccid, shrinking. So that makes the stoma to close. The day and night opening and closing of this stoma makes the possible for the exchange of gases in the plant. So what exchange of gases plus the transpiration takes place with this stoma only, with the stomata only. How it is during the daytime, because of the sunlight or the transpiration pull takes place, the absorbed water has to continuously move out in the environment. The moving of the water molecules from the leaf surface to the atmosphere is called transpiration. So exchange of gases not only taking place with the help of a stomata but also from the roots and the other plant bodies also. Okay. So you learn about, today we have learned nutrition, simple, complex and the events in the photosynthesis. Then also we have learned the activity 6.1 about the chlorophyll, how it is essential for the photosynthesis. Okay. Thank you.